Welcome in everyone to the locker room. Friday afternoon kicked off the NAIA National Championship tournament. Between the men's and the women's draws, we actually had 9 teams in action, and that included 3-seeded St. Francis hosting the 14-seed Indiana Tech in first round play. And in that all-Fort Wayne matchup, this environment was electric. Check it out as the Warriors are looking for the upset against this very talented Cougar team. And a good start before opening tip. It's actually a technical foul on USF. Gives Indiana Tech the 1-0 lead before the clock even starts running, and that kick starts a red-hot Warrior run to open this game. That's Lauren Barton drilling the 3 on the Warriors' first possession. That makes it a 4-point game, and then later in the quarter, Juliana Burris sets her feet, pulls up, and drills the 3 herself. That Warrior lead is already up to 8. But this was far from the end. St. Francis certainly not out of this game. The Cougars go to work down low before finding Callie Gregory on the wing. She drills the 3 ball, makes it a 1-score game once again. This one actually comes down to the final seconds, but Indiana Tech's first quarter run gave them just enough breathing room. The 14-seeded Warriors pull off the first major upset of the tourney over St. Francis, 64-60. Stillman, Alabama followed it up with an upset of their own, meaning Indiana Tech will match up with the 11th seed on Saturday. In that same quadrant, top-seeded Indiana Wesleyan took on Philander Smith, and no upsets there as the Wildcats took care of business against their 16 seed. But then we got Huntington on the road taking on 5-seeded LSU Shreveport. Looking for that famous 5-12 upset, the Foresters pull it off thanks to a red-hot first quarter from them as well. In the men's tournament, 3-seeded Huntington hosts Lourdes, and this one could not have started better for the Foresters. Landon Jordan open down low. He slams it home, and get used to seeing that sight from the Busco grad in this one. The crowd is fired up, and Huntington leads by 4. Then take a look at Maximus Gizzi. The crossover, spin move, fade away, all of them good, and the Forester lead just keeps on growing from there. It was a Lane Sparks and Landon Jordan takeover in this matchup. As Sparks takes it up the court, the lay-in just rolls out, but Jordan is there to slam it home. Everything coming up Foresters this evening. And then you're going to want to take a look at this sequence right here. Kamani Smith on defense. The Northrop grad with the block. He gets his own board. That turns into a fast break. Sparks to Jordan. Slams it home again. He is fired up. The crowd is fired up. Everyone's fired up as Huntington goes on to win this one big. 77-51. They advance to round 2. In the same quadrant as Huntington, it's St. Francis, the 10-seed going up against 7-seeded Lewis Clark State of Idaho, and the Cougars pull off that upset win with that 8-point victory. Elsewhere, Indiana Wesleyan no trouble with Madonna coming out on top as the favorite in that 5-12 matchup. Then in the Kramer quadrant, Indiana Tech's men end their season with the loss to Oregon Tech in the 8-9 game. But take a look at this score that Grace put up. The 2-seeded Lancers dropping 121 points in their first round win over Carolina NC.